Welcome to Running the Table, the podcast where we run through everything on the table in the world of sports. And we're back with another college basketball recap. Butler traveling to Philadelphia to take on Villanova and leaving with a 10-point loss, 72 to 62. So without further ado, let's run it. So Butler continues their run through the Big East Gauntlet in a trip to Philadelphia to take on another tournament hopeful in Villanova. On the other side, those Wildcats look to continue their momentum with another conference win. With both teams looking to boost their resume, what we got was a battle of two hungry conference foes looking to prove themselves. So what happened in this game? The game stayed pretty close with both teams shooting well until late in the first half. Villanova ended up pulling away with a run, opening up a lead, and Butler couldn't catch up from there. Villanova won by double digits with an especially dominant second half. Once they got a lead, they kept Butler right where they wanted them by controlling the flow of the game, and it resulted in the Dogs going home with a 10-point loss. Some of the top performers from the game. On Butler's side, Jamil Telford had a good all-around game with 19 points, 7 of 13 from the field, 3 for 6 from 3, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Posh Alexander also had himself a good game at the point, 15 points, 4 of 9 from the field, 4 for 6 from 3, 6 boards, 3 assists, and a pair of steals. On Villanova's side, it was the big man, Eric Dixon, that did a lot of the heavy lifting. 22 points, 6 of 16 from the field, 2 for 8 from 3, and knocking down all 8 of his free throws. He also had 6 boards and 3 assists to go along with it. Brendan Hauser off the bench was the true spark plug with 13 points, 4-6 from the field, 3 for 4 from 3, 3 boards, and a block. Some honorable mentions. Pierre Brooks had double figures with 10 points, 4 for 8 from the field, 2 for 6 from 3, and also contributed a steal on defense. And Justin Moore continuing to get his groove going with 13 points, 4 of 7 from the field, 3 for 5 from 3, and 4 boards. So some important points for both teams, starting with Butler. When the shots don't fall, it's like night and day. Butler, especially their offense, has turned into a team and a unit that's incredibly streaky. In wins, it seems like, especially the three ball is a strength, but in losses, the three ball kind of seems like their enemy. You can say the same from them shooting from the field in general, but it seems like more of a problem from three. And this team is more than capable of being a good shooting team. It's not like they're not able to. They can definitely find their stroke and put up points. You see some games where they throw up 80, 85, 90, even 99 points in a game. But the important thing heading into March is they need to find that consistency game in and game out. Another thing that's become a glaring weakness is their defense down low on the blocks. Butler frequently left Eric Dixon one-on-one, and he ate them alive. If you're going to go one-on-one with Jalen Thomas or Andre Screen as a defender, you got to have faith that they can keep up with the conference best bigs, and there are a lot of good bigs in this conference, such as an Eric Dixon or a Ryan Kalkbrenner or a Donovan Clingan or what have you. And the more concerning part to me was they didn't really seem to adjust at any point, which is slightly more problematic. And although neither team really played well, it seemed like Butler let Villanova dictate the game, especially in the second half when they fell way, way behind. I understand that the schedule has been ruthless, especially lately. They have the seventh hardest strength of schedule, according to KenPom. The Big East is an absolute gauntlet. But from this team, you expect better fight than what they've shown over the last three halves of basketball. All you can hope for is that they shake this one off and play better the next time out because the margin for error gets less and less with each loss. On Villanova's side, Kyle Neptune's just got to let the boys play. When he actually lets his guys run the floor and be creative with the ball, good things end up happening. Villanova looked more loose and free in this game and allowed them to get easy buckets. Another factor that's been really working for Villanova lately is their defense. They've held Big East opponents to under 65 points in each of their last 5 games, and it's been tough for teams to score lately, and Butler had all kinds of trouble. They were forced into a lot of tough looks and difficult shots, and it made them tough for the Dogs to run their offense. So you have to give Villanova credit on that end. And if there's one thing that's always been true about Villanova basketball, it's that they get guys who can make their free throws. If you foul them and put them on the line, they'll make you pay, especially in this game. Not only are they the best free throw shooting team in the country, they were perfect from the line against Butler, 12 for 12, And those free throws, when you get free points at the line, you got to do your best to knock them down. And that is such a weapon for Villanova that they utilize. But coming up on the schedule for Butler, their next game is Saturday at Seton Hall. The entire Big East is eating each other alive. Almost every team is firmly entrenched or on the bubble. Seton Hall is another one of those teams. Every team not named Georgetown or DePaul, and to a lesser extent Xavier, has a shot at the tournament. So it's been tough sledding as of recently. With 4 games left, Butler has quad one games in 3 of them, except for DePaul. So we'll see if the Dogs can rebound, but they have an excellent chance to still boost their resume. It's not over yet, but you can't let these losses compound. On Villanova's side, they travel to UConn to take on the number 1 team in the country on Saturday. And this is another instance where Butler just proves to be a warm up for UConn. Creighton played us, kicked our butt at home, and then defended their home floor against UConn and won convincingly. But as we've learned, UConn doesn't lose at home. But then again, this is college basketball. Anything can happen. But that's all I got for this recap of Butler Villanova. If you want to watch other Butler recaps, we have those on the channel. If you want to watch some Big Ten content, Tim does every Purdue recap as well as Boom Buster Believable, breaking down every team in the Big Ten as we speed closer to March. And we can't wait because March is always an electric time. And we appreciate every one of you that sticks with us until this point. But if you want us to talk about anything else in the world of college basketball, let us know. And until next time, we out.